Greetings, Deadest gang. Since migrating from the mean streets of Timperley to the prissy streets of Stretford, I've received a lot of high demand to conduct a Stretford kebab review. So finally, I've given in and I have produced for you the Stretford kebab review. Dig in. Wham! Before we get into the review, firstly, we have to go over how do you rate a kebab? Well, firstly, there's the price, generosity, which is quantity of kebab. There was one more, oh yeah, taste, of course, right? And aftermath, which we'll get into a bit later in the video. We can already rate a few things. So the price, that's £5.50. That's fairly standard. Generosity, this is a problem, and I'll explain why. Notice how the kebab meat doesn't overflow the naan bread. There's an appropriate meat to naan ratio that's to be expected on a kebab. This is not it. How's the meat? I don't know how to explain. It's bog standard. Yo, is that Bobby? Generosity is about a 4 out of 10. We'll tally up the 10 scale at the end of the video to, see who has the best kebabs in Stretford. On the taste scale, unfortunately, it's a 4 out of 10. The meat packs no real punch. The sauce has overpowered the rest of the kebab. The naan bread isn't retard proof because I couldn't manage to get any of it on my fork for a good 10 minutes. We took into account the price, the generosity, and the taste. What the fuck was that? Well, right now we'll cut to the aftermath and see how this does overall. See you on the toilet. Hey, what's up guys? For any ladies that don't really know what's going on right now, basically I've just performed the male function of taking a dump. Yeah, I mean 3 words to describe the dump I just had. This was round 1, so I'm assuming it's Zara Kebab House. I'm gonna give unpleasant, painful, and I don't have a 3rd word. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a, it wasn't fun, so I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. So, frustrating lack of benches outside the Amigos takeaway. We've improvised. It's fine. Shout out Baslow Road. Excellent customer service, I have to say. And right off the bat, we can see the amount of generosity that's gone into this regular doner kebab priced at £5. Again, I asked him to do what he thought was best in terms of sauce. Yeah, great kebab meat. I think he's gone with a garlic mayonnaise sauce. I think it's very telling about the quality of a restaurant by how it adapts to each customer. You see with the kebab house, which we went to just earlier, they saw the colour of my skin, yet they doused it in spice. Wow, taste, I'm gonna have to give that a very impressive 6.259 out of 10. You might be thinking, well, why so specific? I have developed taste buds. I'm probably the most respected kebab reviewer in the entirety of Stretford. Could you name another? The naan bread is good. A good improvement on the last one. The Amigos know what they're doing. Really putting the kebab house to shame. So yeah, very happy with this one. Generosity, 8 out of 10. Actually, 9 out of 10. Price, a 5, so lowest yet. Thus far, very good. We'll judge later on how the aftermath's going, so we'll just smoothly transition to me taking a shit, and we'll see how that's going. Full-on diarrhea. I'm not even kidding right now. Round 2, it came as a surprise. I thought I'd shat myself. It turned out I hadn't. It was a false alarm, but that was my cue to, get on the bog. So I'm not too happy with amigos right now. I'm not feeling like, you know, I am one of their amigos because you know, they gave me the shits. The benefit to diarrhea is it's a quick clean-up job. You know, there's only so many pieces of paper you really need to use. You know, you use one, you use two, and then like you put a little water on the last one, and you know, you use a fourth one to dry up, and you sort it. So I'm gonna give the Amigos Aftermath a 2 out of 10. So you know, not the worst, but certainly nothing to scream and shout about. Back to kebabs. I really don't want another kebab right now. Oh, mate. Why didn't I just do this all on separate days? Wouldn't that have made more sense? Well, here, yeah. Yo gang, we just went to the famous Stretford Balti to get their, you guessed it, doner kebab. Ooh, tin foil. Wow, that's a first. That's a first. Like, despite how it cost an entire £5.95, the most expensive yet, the famous Stretford, but the tin foil ripped. Forgot to get a fork, but you know, they forgot to ask me if I wanted one, so you know, who's really to blame? But yeah, it kind of looks a bit sickly. If you look at that piece of doner meat, it looks like it came out of a dog's arse. Let's go. It's pretty nice. In terms of quantity, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. You know, a perfect 10 out of 10, there'd be kebab dropping out of all this paper. It'd just be going all over the floor. The quantity is very good. Taste, you're gonna get another bite here. Cracking naan bread, for real. Best naan bread we've had all day. Yeah, in terms of the doner meat, honestly, that's also been the best we've had all day. There's a reason that Stretford Balti is the most famous local kind of takeaway in Stretford, and it's masterful. Despite the price, despite how I'm already basically full and sick of kebabs, I'm gonna devour this thing whole. I mean, the aftermath is the deal breaker, because as much as you can enjoy something in the present, if long term it screws you over, it screws you over, and it wasn't worth it. Yeah, catch you on the bog. Whoa, what's up guys? So little update, it did actually start falling off the bag. So we're gonna have to upgrade the generosity rating to 10. This is never before seen in a Deadest Guy food review. Sorry, a Deadest food review. This is massive. I don't really have words to express how excited I am right now. Trust a goddamn Indian to give you the worst shit you've ever had in your life. So what am I gonna give the last shit out of 10? 1. Give it a 1. 'Cause it was bad. It wasn't fun. My ass, it's not bleeding, but it feels like it is. It's like it's on fire. Like I'd show you guys to verify, but I don't really want to do that. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, I'm not actually naked taking a shit in all of these. I've got my underwear on, but like, it turns out I do need a shit, so I need to like mentally stop myself from like shitting into my pants.